Hello. I am having my dessert, which is Skippy peanut butter and dark chocolate chips and blueberries. Yeah, I know. I know. You're thinking, what the heck? That's not dessert. Or what the heck? That's so random. Yeah, well, I'm a pretty random person. Always have, always will be random. But yeah, I'm also pregnant. So I mentioned that in my last video, and so um, I'm gonna say it again. Because I have been craving like kind of just random stuff. Um, this reminds me of Reese's peanut butter cups, which I don't have right now, so I improvised. And honestly, it's kind of better because it's more fresh. Also, Skippy peanut butter, specifically Skippy, or it might be specifically the Jif brand, but I can't remember. But either way, peanut butter really helps with the development of the baby. So, just a little fun fact. Yeah, it's kind of fun talking about pregnancy stuff. I'm really excited. I'm really grateful to God for this blessing and this opportunity. This is my second child, so I'm very excited to give my son a sibling. I think it's going to be just such an amazing experience for him. I grew up as an only child for 9 years, and then my little brother was born, which is a huge age gap. But it's not the largest age gap that I've heard of. But it is still a big age gap. And so, yeah, I didn't really get to experience that kind of like sibling, um, like camaraderie or like rivalries or things like that. Me and him, we didn't really get like that with each other just because he was so much younger and I was going, like both of us were going through different phases at the same time, and so I told myself that if I do have kids, I want my children to be like close in age, and I want more than one child. So now here I am, and it feels really exciting. Um, I can explain a little bit more about that. I'm actually gonna make a video on how to grieve with like with like losses and things like that, because I've had some experiences in the past where like when I was pregnant and things just didn't work out, so to speak. And yeah, so having to grieve the losses of those children is very, it's like those experiences are always with you and those memories are always with you. But I'm definitely going to make a video about that, with how I've gotten through those times and how I still cope with knowing the past of those things. However, I am just going to mention I've been reading this pocket Bible for women. Sorry guys, but this is put together specifically for women. They actually do have one for men, and it is called the Pocket Bible Devotional for Guys. They also have one for little girls and also one for men. So there's one for guys and one for men. So if you're more of a man, there's one for you. If you're more of a guy, there's one for you. Not really. I mean, I do know the difference between a man and a guy, but this is the one for women that I have here. And there was a scripture in here talking about the past, and it says, forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 18. And this one, it's very short, but I still fell in love with it because I used to be a person who dwelled on the past a lot and also dwelled on the future a lot. So I was never in the present. I was either always thinking about the past or always thinking about the future, or like going back and forth within minutes. And I was never really present until probably really, really present until like this year, quite honestly. I've like really gotten the being present skill down, and I'm very proud of myself. It has taken 3 years to practice. And with practicing being present, the tools that I followed were journaling, and I wasn't really meditating quite yet. I just started meditating like a month ago. Maybe, yeah, like a month ago. So that is very new to me, but I've been journaling a lot, and that has really helped me to just get out all of my pain. And I had 2 therapists. Hey, that is not okay. No. Go wash your hands, please. Go wash your hands. 1 second. This is more of a vlog style kind of because I have my son with me right now. But I was so ready to make a video. Good job. Very good. Okay, wash your hands. Both hands. Good job. Rinse this out, or scrub. Scrub your hands together. Come on, scrub your hands together. You know how to do it. Okay, good job. Rinse. Rinse, please. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, so talking about journaling, yeah, and then I was talking about therapy. So I did go to therapy. I saw 2 different therapists, but I only saw the first one for about a month, which meant I saw her for about 4 sessions. And then the second one I saw about 2 years after the first one, and I saw her for almost, I would say 2 months. So I went to therapy for a total of 3 months in my life, and that is because I didn't find either therapist to be a right fit for me. And that's okay. Everything happens for a reason. And I ended up kind of, after hitting rock bottom after rock bottom, I I just I kind of stumbled upon this counseling center that was specifically for women, um, dealing with like trauma and substance abuse. And so I went through that counseling center I started back in 2021. And it has literally, like, I'm almost about to cry about it or tear up because I have a lot of gratitude that I was able to get into that program because it has really changed my life for the better. And it was something that I was not even intentionally planning on going into, like, not even unintentionally planning on. Like, I never really, I wanted help and, like, I wanted to change, but I never took the initiative to do it. And the therapy that I did get the few years before that, so like the two different therapists, the first one, I think I honestly can't remember like how I got into it. Yeah, I really can't. I think like maybe my mother mentioned like that I should go. And so I was like, no, but then like I thought about it more and then I went. And then with the second one, turn off the water, baby. And then with the second one, my dad initiated it because I was going through just like so much mistrust and hurt and pain with a current relationship that I was in. And so like I just really needed somebody to talk to. All right, come on, let's go. So yeah, I never, like, I always wanted to like become a better person and like become the version of myself that I knew that I was always meant to be, but I never took the initiative to actually like, call my insurance and set it all up and find a therapist in my location and things like that. Like, I never had the energy to take the initiative for that. So it never happened. And then, like, God, honestly, yes, I hit rock bottom, but the outcome of the rock bottom was all God's work. Like, seriously, like he has created such a different life for me ever since then. And so I really do owe it all to him for all of the change that I was able to do. So okay, good. So talking about being in the present, I was in that counseling center for women for up until this in 2023, I want to say in February, and I technically graduated. She was like, I do have a certificate from one of the classes. But I did technically like graduate because my main counselor, she was like, okay, like I don't think you need to be going here anymore. She stopped sending me invites for the Zoom meetings and things like that. So I kind of just like, got the gist of what that meant. I was like, okay, like, I think I think that I'm good now. And I was. I really felt like I was.
Okay, Mommy, honk.
Honk. Beep, beep. Honk. Okay, I'm just gonna put something on really quick.
Let's bring monster truck.
Monster truck? Okay. Okay.
One real monster truck.
Sorry, guys, 1 second. Okay. Alrighty. So yeah, that was about in February, late February of this year. So I was in there for about 2.5 years, I think. Maybe just like 2 years, but so I was able to learn a lot of tools like journaling and being also in group counseling sessions really helped. Like there was other girls on the Zoom calls and we would all read. They weren't scriptures, but they were like quotes, like motivational quotes, and then we would like dissect the quote just for like 10 minutes, and we would go around and everybody would share what they thought about the quote, like how it could relate to their own lives, or like how it can help them in their recovery, or like how it relates to like how they were in the past. And so that was a really nice exercise. And then we would read a book. We read a few different textbooks while I was while I was enrolled. We read a few different textbooks, and they were like one was about like substance abuse. Another one was about psychology, so like, you know, mindset changes and like being more empathetic, being more emotionally intelligent. That one was really helpful because I was able to like actually get to the root of why I drank so much and why I use substances. And that's the thing, is like you have to get to the root of the problem, because if you don't find the reason why you're, you know, doing the same bad habits over and over again, then you're just gonna keep doing them or keep enabling yourself to do those same bad habits. So definitely getting to the root of the problem helped me. And a lot of it was just like some childhood stuff that I went through, and being like misunderstood and things like that. And then, just 1 second. And then there's another one that I can't quite remember. I think it was like, that's what it was. It was dynamics, family dynamics and communication. That one was a really good one too, because we were able to learn how to set boundaries and talk to other people about like how we feel, like how to open up a conversation about our feelings and, you know, our goals and things like that, like whatever would come to mind, like how to open up a conversation and how to have a conversation without getting triggered. So yeah, that was like a really helpful experience for me, that whole like 2-year chapter in my life, and I will always be so incredibly grateful for that. And so I took the tools that I learned from that center, and I just carried them and continued them in my own life, as well as incorporated new ones that I, you know, heard from other people or like other mentors. And so yeah, I kind of just developed my own routine and like my own system for wellness. Oh yeah? Do you want water? I can give you water. So silly. Oh, kids are so silly. Yeah, I'm gonna get you water. Sissy's drinking water? Okay, no more water, okay? I'm gonna get you water. So yeah, after doing the tools like over and over again, or practicing them over and over, you know, as consistently as I could. I wasn't perfect, you know, like, because like sometimes, you know, like things happen, you know, in the day-to-day living. And so yeah, like I also developed self-compassion, which is what really helped me to, here you go, which is what really helped me to forgive myself for not doing something that I knew was gonna help my personal growth. So like if I didn't journal that day, I was like, okay, it's okay, like I'm gonna do it tomorrow, and you know, if God willing, I will do it tomorrow, like whatever, like, you know, just like really having to let it go and release the pressure and just be like, you know, it's like, it is what it is, like I gotta move on and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And that was actually something else we learned at the counseling center, which was self-compassion and how to be compassionate towards ourselves, because a lot of the reason why we keep abandoning ourselves and hurting ourselves is because we are so hard on ourselves. So I just really love myself now. Like I can like actually finally say I really love myself. And that's not to be like, you know, weird or anything. Like it's true. Like, and it's taken me so long to get to this point, like so long. So it just feels really good, and to say it with conviction and confidence is seriously like a blessing. It's a gift. So I I just feel really grateful. Okay, sorry, I just had like a little moment, but sorry, not sorry, because that was good. That was real, and that was needed. Let me see. Yeah, this book is so good. I was at Hobby Lobby, which was where I got this book, or like a woman's Bible, but I was at Hobby Lobby, which is a craft store, and I was walking up to the register. I had my son with me, and he was starting to get like kind of, you know, chaotic, like starting to like throw fits and stuff, you know, and okay, good job, stay hydrated. And so on the way to the register, Actually, I was already like in line, and then I saw this podium of books, and I really like to read now. And so I was looking at them, and then I saw this, and I was like, oh, like, it was like really calling out to me. And I walked up to it, and I grabbed it, and one of the pages that, because I was kind of like starting to get, a little like frustrated, of course, because I wanted to keep looking around, and my son was like starting to get antsy, and like I wasn't getting mad at him, but I felt like I was being like kind of impatient a little bit. Like I could, like as a parent, you can start to feel yourself like okay, hold it together, don't yell at them, like don't be mad at them. They're just like doing their thing, and so like I was being really patient with him, honestly, like really patient. And one of the pages that I looked at said, it talked about anger. Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, and I was just like, wow, like I'm so glad that I didn't get angry at him right now. Like it was so cool. Yeah, one of the pages says draw closer to God, which was like I was kind of at a phase where I needed to get even closer to him, because since last August I got really spiritual, just like praying every day, and that was because of something that I went through, which I can make a video about that. It is a little bit triggering, but I do want to make a video about that time. So I got really spiritual back in August, and then I found this book at Hobby Lobby right around March, like 10th. Yeah, maybe it was like around March 10th through the 14th, like somewhere around there. So I already had been pretty familiar with like my own spiritual routine as far as praying and stuff, but I knew that I needed to get closer. Like I felt like he was calling me to get closer to him. And so I can't find the anger page right now, but maybe here it is. Anger, January 15th. Let me see. And it's cool because like they're labeled. So for each, like for example, it says February 3rd, February 2nd. I'm way past what present day is today. So like today is July 7th, I think. And I'm on the August 10th and 11th page. It's okay, whatever. But January 15th is the anger page. It says control your anger. And this was the page that I came across at the store. And I was like, seriously? Oh, he's playing in the water? Splashy splash. So, let me see. It says sensible people control their temper. They earn respect by overlooking wrongs. Let me see. People with understanding control their anger. A hot temper shows great foolishness. I was like, wow. After I read this page, I just felt so much better that I didn't lose my temper. Like, not that I really do, but I would have just been like I don't know, like, hey, like, mommy is busy right now, like, I don't know, but, yeah, so it's so crazy and cool at the same time how God works in our lives. And these are just a couple experiences. Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about boundaries, and then we were talking about being present. I'm trying to remember how we got into like being present. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because. Okay, sorry. I can't really quite remember. I'm starting to get pregnancy brain. So, I gotta be patient with myself. It's okay. It's okay. This video is about 30 minutes now. And I'm trying to decide if I want to talk about anything else. Does God want me to talk about anything else before I close it out? I am going to make a more thorough video on boundaries for sure, because this one was all over the place a little bit, and you know, boundaries are really important for self-preservation and for becoming the best versions of ourselves. We have to be consistent with telling people no thank you, and we don't even have to explain why. Just say, I don't feel like going. You don't even have to say that. You can just say no thank you. I'm okay, no thank you. That's it. And like, I've been practicing that a lot lately, like just not doing anything that I don't want to do. I hate saying double negatives. I hope that made sense, but not doing anything that I don't want to do, and only doing things that I do want to do. And I also heard, I can't remember who said it, but they said if it's a maybe, then it's a no. If you're not 100% about it, then it's a no. And like, I've also been living by that a little bit more. And it's been like really helpful. It's another like helpful way to kind of see like, okay, do I really want to go or not? Because like sometimes you're not sure, and when you're not sure, then that's your answer. It's a no. So I've been practicing that exercise. Trying to think what else. Yeah, and it just feels really good. And then I'm able to like have the time that I wanted to, you know, for the things that I wanted to do. Like, it just feels so good. It feels so good. It's like so much less stressful. You feel like you have more control of your life. You feel like you're more in control of your own being, and it is so incredibly moving and powerful. And since I've been doing this, my self-esteem has gone up. My confidence is like unshakable. Thank God. We can talk about confidence another time, because I got a whole shebang on that. But yeah, it just feels really good. So you know, another thing is like writing down your boundaries, especially like towards specific people, and saying why. And this helps just to become more clear with like why you're setting certain boundaries, because sometimes like, you know, we don't really know, and it's just good to like be clear with ourselves, because we are, you know, best friends with ourselves, they say, and the only way to do that is like to be completely honest with ourselves and communicate with ourselves. Like, we are in a relationship with ourselves, so we should be communicating with ourselves in all honesty and thoroughly, like as if we're having a full-on conversation with ourselves. Like, I don't want to do this because it doesn't make me feel good, because it wastes my time. Like, you can be blunt and honest like that. It's okay, because those are valid reasons. Like, I have, you know, a project I want to work on, or like I just want to relax. Like, even just wanting to relax is amazing. Like, that's okay. We all need time to relax. Like, for me, recently I like, even today, like my son and his father went out, and they invited me out, and they went out with his grandpa, and they invited me, and I was like, no, it's okay, thank you though. And then and he was like, oh, okay, like he wasn't like bothered at all by it, but in my head I was thinking about what I was gonna do with my time, and like I knew that I wanted to make a video. I knew that I wanted to make a video. I knew that I wanted to work out, and I knew that I wanted to journal a little bit. And so I did all that, and like right now I'm making a video, and yeah, so like it's really cool. Okay, I'm going to end this right here, because I'm just like out of it, honestly, guys. And excuse me, I'm so sorry. The workout earlier today really kicked my butt. So I'm tired, and I'm not drinking coffee really right now. Like, I had half of a cup today, and then it started to make my stomach hurt, so I stopped drinking it. So yeah, I'm not really drinking caffeine right now. So whenever I'm tired, it's like, dude, I'm tired. So I'm just gonna stop it here, because I want the content of my videos to be good quality. So I know that this is not going to be my best video. However, I'm still gonna post it, because it is beautiful. It is me. It is me currently, for this day, for this hour, and that is okay. I accept that. So I will make some notes on what we talked about, and then I will also make notes more so on the boundaries, more thorough notes. Thank you so much for your patience. I know this kind of dragged out a little bit, and it also went all over the place. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I love you all so much, and I wish you all a beautiful, fantastic day, a beautiful, fantastic night, wherever you are. God bless, and I will see you in the next video.